was a massive rally in the streets of Melbourne on Saturday, with thousands taking to the streets, a much bigger crowd than we've seen at other protests in recent weeks. But sadly, the coverage from much of the media was predictably terrible. It seems many in the media are determined to demonise anyone protesting against Dan Andrews or lockdowns or the new pandemic bill or vaccine passports. Let's have a look at how Channel 9 covered the Melbourne protest on Saturday. It didn't start well.
Preaching human rights as those among them behaved like animals.
Yes, there's one man there I can see behaving in an ugly manner. Does that make every protester upset at the media an animal? Did Channel 9 call fools supergluing themselves to the pavement in the name of climate change animals? The report didn't get much better from there. Have a look.
The words freedom and sack Dan repeated on signs across a sea of protesters.
There's so many people here. This is massive.
Disillusioned with every level of government, fearing a cure could be more deadly than a virus that's killed 5 million people.
Talk about bizarre editorialising. The protesters think the cure is worse than a virus that's killed 5 million. Last I checked, we didn't have a cure. We have highly useful vaccines, but no cure yet. And perhaps those people marching think the unscientific response to the virus, copied straight from Wuhan, China, including lockdowns, playground bans, curfews, maybe they think those things are highly damaging. In any case, most of those marching would probably be vaccinated. If you don't believe in the long-term use of vaccine passports, that doesn't make you an anti-vaxxer. But the journalist hadn't finished with injecting his opinion into what is supposed to be an impartial news report.
They marched down Bourke Street toward the Botanic Gardens and Government House, chanting for a people's revolution from an unvaccinated cohort shrinking by the day. More than 92% of over 16s have had one dose, 84% double, thanks to another 54,000 Victorians rolling up their sleeves, a number that dwarfed today's demonstrators vowing to return.
He actually said of the protesters, from an unvaccinated cohort shrinking by the day, and compared their numbers to the daily vaccination rate. Now, since I tweeted about that incoherent news report, I've been inundated with messages from people who were there and who are disgusted by how they were misrepresented. They say they're double vaccinated, they're not some shrinking group of anti-vaxxers, and the protest was not against the vaccine in any case. It was predominantly against Dan Andrews' radical pandemic bill that would give him unprecedented powers, and it was also about the vaccine passports. For months now, we have seen many in the media deliberately conflate opposition to vaccine passports with opposition to vaccines. These are two vastly different issues, and pretending they're interchangeable is not only lazy reporting, but deeply dishonest. There are plenty of pro-vax people, including renowned infectious disease experts, who are vehemently opposed to long-term use of vaccine passports.